Hello students, welcome to the part 4 of our second chapter. Last time we discussed some basics of the electric dipole. Today we are going to find or derive two important relations for the electric field due to electric dipole. So let's start with the first case is finding electric field at axial point of the electric dipole. That means when the observation point lies on the axial line. So here we are having a case. The dotted line is the axial line present on the axis of the dipole. P is the observation point which is at distance r from the origin of the dipole. Always remember that whenever you place any observation point anywhere near the electric dipole, its distance is to be taken from the origin of the dipole, not from the location of the charges. Problem is same as that of applying superposition principle, because both negative and positive charge respectively are applying their own electric fields at P. Depending upon the geometry or the direction of the two fields, we will be able to find net field. So let's start. First, finding field due to positive charge. So if we neglect negative charges there and we concentrate only at point A and P and place a test charge Q0 at P, the positive charge at A is going to repel it away along the line AP. So its electric field will be from A to P, given by EA vector. Its value will be 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over AP square. What is the distance AP? PO distance is equal to R, OA distance is equal to A. So if we do OP minus OA, we will get this distance AP, which is R minus A. So equation is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R minus A whole square directed along AP. Now we repeat the same procedure for negative charge. Suppose positive charge at A is not there, we are concentrating only on B and P. In this case, test charge Q0 at P will be attracted towards the point B along the line PB. That will indicate field of B at P is directed towards itself, that is EB. It will be equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over BP square. In this case, you can see total BP distance we are finding. In total BP distance, PO is already equal to R and OB is equal to small a. So in this case, BP is equal to R plus A. So total field value is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R plus A whole square directed into B. Now, because positive charge is nearer to point P, so its field will be bigger. Negative charge is further away from it, so its field is smaller. So we will find a net field which will be EA minus EB. Mind you, angle between the two field vectors is again 180 degree. If you substitute the value of E and EB and further solve, we have the equation Q over 4 pi epsilon naught 4AR divided by square of R square minus A square. Using dipole moment definition, that dipole moment P is equal to Q into 2A, we can further write equation as 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught 2PR divided by R square minus A square whole square directed along AP, which is also a direction of dipole moment vector. So whenever we find electric field at axial point, its field is always directed along the direction of dipole moment vector, that is from negative to the positive charge. Short dipole. What is a short dipole? If you place P point far much away from the origin such that the value of distance R is far much greater as compared to A, in that case we call the dipole as short dipole. Reason, if we observe this dipole from a far much away distance, it will appear very short to us. In that case, neglect A in the denominator, you will get the equation 2P over 4 pi epsilon naught R cube, which will be the net field also along the dipole moment vector. While solving numericals, you can use any of the two equations, but which one to be used where? So this is the main equation for solving numericals. Whenever you are to solve numerical related to dipole, compare the order of magnitude of R with A. If order of magnitude of R and A are comparable, use this main equation. But if the value of R or order of magnitude of R is larger as compared to that of order of magnitude of A, then use the short dipole case. Let's do the same case for the equatorial line. So here we are having the equatorial case. P is observation point, O is the origin of the dipole, distance between them is R. Again we are going to apply superposition principle. First we will find electric field due to positive charge at point P, neglect minus charge. So if we place a positive test charge Q0 at P, the charge at B will repel the charge at P along the line BP indicated by EB. And in this case, this electric field is not directed along the axis of a dipole, but it is making an angle theta with its axis, or you can say with the dipole moment vector indicated by the red line from negative to positive charge. Its field value will be 1 over 4 by epsilon naught q over BP square. What is the distance BP? You can easily find it using the Pythagoras theorem in the right angle triangle POB. PO is equal to R, OB is equal to A, so PB will be equal to square root of A square plus R square. So when you substitute this value into BP square, square and square root will cancel out. We will have only 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q over R square plus A square along BP. Similarly, if we find field of only negative charge at A onto the point P, in this case test charge will be attracted towards the point A in the direction P to A. Again, it is also making an angle theta with the dipole moment vector. This field is EA, which is also equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q over AP square, or 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q over R square plus A square, directed along P to A. Here AP and BP, both distance are same because point P is symmetric with respect to A and B. That is, AP and BP are same. So here we have two fields, same in magnitude but directed in the different directions. How to find the net field? While solving problems on the superposition principle, we were finding the value of angle between the two fields, substituting the value of EA and EB and the theta angle in the triangle of vector addition equation, and there we were solving. But in this case, theta is not available to us. So what we are going to use? We will use vector decomposition idea. For doing that, we draw a line through the point P, which is called reference line, parallel to the axis of the dipole. So if you concentrate, this angle theta is same as angle PDO, corresponding angle, and this angle theta is same as that of angle PAO, alternate angle. So we will concentrate in this part of the figure to find the total field. So we already know that two fields are equal, but making angle theta with the reference line. So we will decompose these two into rectangular components to find that field. First EB, drop a perpendicular onto the reference line, then it will be giving us a right angle triangle. Two components will be EB sin theta and EB cos theta. Again, for field EA, drop a perpendicular on the reference line. It gives two components, EA cos theta and EA sin theta. We already know from the symmetry of the figure, theta angle is same. EA and EB are making same angle theta with the dipole moment, and also they are also equal to each other. So these two components, EA and EB sin theta, cancel out each other, but these two components being same in direction, they add up, giving us the total field. So total field is given by the equation EA cos theta plus EB cos theta, which can further be written as 2 times EA cos theta, because EA and EB are same. So substituting the value of the EA, we have this particular equation. If we substitute the value of cos theta also over here, from the triangle POA or from triangle POB, we will get the equation 2 over 4 pi epsilon naught q over R square plus A square into A over square root of A square plus R square, which is the value of cos theta. Combining, we can write 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught 2qa over A square plus R square raised to power 3 by 2. Q into 2a is dipole moment. So the final equation becomes 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught P over A square plus R square raised to power 3 by 2, which is opposite to the dipole moment vector. So this is the difference, that the direction in the equatorial case is opposite to the direction of the dipole moment vector, that is from positive to negative charge, while in case of axial case it was from negative to the positive charge. If we apply the short dipole case here also, again, if R is far much greater than A, neglect A in the denominator, we will get E as 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught P over R cube. So again, we are having two expressions. One is the main expression and one for the short dipole, which is to be used in the numerical problem. Again, compare order of magnitude of R and A and accordingly use the main equation of the short dipole. One last thing. If you compare the short dipole case for both the axial line as well as equatorial line case, you can easily prove that electric field due to axial line is 2 times that of electric field due to equatorial line. For that, simply write the expression for the short dipole for the axial and the equatorial case, divide the two, you will get the equation. I hope you will understand how to derive the electric field for these two cases. We will meet in the last video, which will be continuous charge distribution. Thank you.